of light changes going on throughout this class, as I can see, since the snow is coming down outside. Just when we thought we were getting into that spring-like feel. All right, so let's try and take that spring-like feel into your practice. All right, so core engagement. So it's all coming from this powerhouse around the center of the body. So core. So we're talking everything attached to the pelvis and around, okay? So if we just soften the knees slightly and just start with a gentle, just sweeping of the hands around, and then just start to pivot through the feet a little bit. Just bring the heels up and just let the body gradually warm up. Now, obviously, it's a different story doing an early morning practice than it is doing an evening practice. So I don't know what you've been doing today, how active you've been, but we're now going to have a chance to really work on posture, on balance, on strength, on flexibility. So we're going bigger here now. We're sweeping around. We're breathing. Remember not to hold that breath. We're going to then transition into a nice big circle up, down, round, back. Okay, so soften the knees, keep the belly strong, sweeping around to the top, to the side, to the front. When you're ready, you can change direction. Breathe throughout the movement. All the way up, all the way to the side, to the front. Back round again, and then release. And give me a bit of a shoulder loosening off. And then reach the arms out to the side and turn the palms up. Okay, and just take a gentle twist. 1, 2, 3 pulses. Come back on the in-breath and change. 1, 2, 3. So the feet are steady. Okay, and just working through that thoracic spine, keeping the neck long. You're breathing in to change, you're breathing out to pulse, and seeing what that rotation is like on either side. Let's do one more of those. And then release, and take the feet out a little bit wider. And from here, take your hands onto your thighs and just take a gentle side to side action. Okay, so we're just leaning forwards a little bit, pulling the abdominals in, and we're going side, side, gradually increasing the range, working through those inner thigh muscles, adductors, opening up these connective tissues there. Breathing, and then roll up. Stretch those arms out again with the palms facing forward, the belly strong. Twist, inhale. Exhale, reach now. Inhale, twist. Exhale, reach. So this is the standing version of the saw. Okay, so we twist on the in-breath, and we exhale to reach down. And we rotate through the back arm, drawing inwards with the shoulder in towards the spine. You breathe in as you twist, you breathe out as you reach. And every time we're just trying to get a little bit more range, getting that stretch through into the back of the body with the breath guiding you. And then release. And once again, just maybe shuffle the feet a little bit wider again. And gently going side to side again, maybe going a little bit deeper with this kind of gentle side lunge. Okay, and breathe. And then from here, come to the center, tuck the toes in, legs straight, or soften the knees and just fold it down. Taking the hands down the legs and shift the weight through the feet. Breathing. Okay, tucking the head, lifting the sit bones high, maybe moving a little bit side to side here. Place your right hand down directly underneath your forehead and take your left hand up. Once again, get a bit of rotation and you'll feel a little bit more stretch through the adductor inner thigh on that right side maybe. And take the left hand down and sweep the right hand up. And see how we're going on that side. Keep pushing the floor away and keep breathing. Coming back and roll yourself up with the legs nice and wide, or as wide as feels good. Turning one foot, maybe shuffling the feet a little bit wider, knee and ankle, and then stretch the arms out. Okay, and just drop your shoulders down your back and stretch your fingertips away with your palms facing down. And breathe. Okay, from here you're turning your palm up on the front hand, and you're just taking the other hand down the back leg and sweeping up. Okay, and breathing, getting a bit of a stretch there. Coming back, and now resting that front arm on your thigh and reach the arm up, directly up, and breathe. If you want more stretch, you can take the front hand down inside of the leg and reach up. You can look up or you can look down. You're going to bring this top hand to the floor, and you're going to pivot your back foot so your heel comes up and your front hand then reaches up and you twist. If it feels too much with the knee up, drop the knee down and breathe. Switch round, turning one foot, and we go into this in yoga. This is our warrior one position. Yeah, no, this is warrior two. And we're breathing. Okay, hips are kind of offset, knee is directly above the ankle. You turn your front palm up and we take it into a reverse warrior. Stretch here. So I'm going to hold this position strongly through your core, and then your legs are strong. You come back and you rest that arm down and you reach up with the other arm now, creating that wingspan. If you want more, you track the hand down inside of the leg and you reach up. You breathe. This top hand's coming to the floor opposite the foot as you pivot your back foot and your heel comes up. And then same leg that's forwards, that hand comes up. And we reach up. We can drop the knee. Breathe. And then release. And then coming up. And then bring those feet back to hip distance apart. Raise one leg up and reach the arms up. Find some balance. Find a point to focus on. Keep your core nice and strong. Press the floor away and reach the hands up. Come back down and then switch. Reach up. Try not to hunch up through your shoulders. Work from that center. And then come back down. We'll go again and we'll reach up. And then we'll take the hand to that knee and draw the leg out. Open up through the hips and we stretch the other arm away for extra challenge. We look to the outstretched hand. So you've got your balance going on here, working from your center. You come back, lower that leg, and then switch sides. Reach both arms up. Bring the knee up level with the hip if you can. If you need to, you hold on to something. Take the hand to the knee, draw the arm out to the side. Extra challenge, look to the outstretched hand. Standing tall and breathing. And then return back down again. This time, take the knee up. I'll just show you from the side. And then kick the leg out on the out breath. In breath, come back. We're doing that a couple of times. Kicking out. In breath back. Keep that point of focus. Keep thinking about your center. Keep breathing out as you extend the leg, and in breath as you flex. Next time you kick out, can you hold it and breathe? Now we're going to bring that foot back all the way back and we're going to step down. And we're going to have both legs kind of strong and straight but not locking out, and we're going to breathe in, lift the chest, and then we're going to breathe out and fold and breathe in to lift and breathe out to fold. Keep your belly strong. Bit of dog action now. I think I'm going to have to open that door and she'll probably be back in. So make sure you're breathing in as you lift and you breathe out as you fold. You get your bottom dollar, she's going to be back in a sec. And then last time with this one, bring the hands down and track them down your leg as far as you can. And just fold down and breathe. If you feel extra flexible, the hands could go to the floor. And release. Okay, And breathe. This time, feet are hip distance apart again, reaching up, bringing one knee up again, the opposite knee from last time, and I'll get me balance. We're going to kick and come back, and kick and come back. Kick on the out breath. Kick on the out breath. In breath back, standing leg strong. Remember to find something to hold on to if you need. Next time you kick out, can you hold it? Point of focus, abs nice and strong. Bend the leg, bring the foot back. You should have a line running down between the feet here. Feet are hip distance apart, you're going to reach the arms up and inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale and lift. And exhale and fold. Relax the neck. Make sure you're breathing full and wide breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth, and you're delivering those breaths into the rib. Exhale down, inhale to lift. And one more. And fold it down. Feel that deeper stretch. So doing lots of standing work here, building that heat. Take the hands as low as you like. If they can make it to the floor, you take them to the floor. And breathe. Come back up. Once again, just finding a little bit of balance as we bring the knee up. This time, we're going to have a go at taking the foot back, and we can either tap it to the floor or we can keep it off the floor. And then we bring the knee in, and then we reach away. So a little bit more loading into that front leg, a little bit more focus with the core. Remember, the foot that's working, the leg that's working, you can take that foot to the floor every time, and you extend from your center, reaching fingertips from toes. Relax your neck. Next time you take the leg back, you're going to hold it. 3. Working from your center. 2. And then release. Okay, should be feeling that heat now. The body should be responding. Make sure you're drinking where you need. Reach your arms up with the other knee coming up. And then reach away. The arms stay out. Foot tap into floor if you prefer, or bring the knee up and bring the hands back. So we reach away on the in-breath and exhale to tuck. So your point of focus, that could be directly down and in front or in front of you. Make sure your center's active, pelvic floor, deep abs. You want to breathe out as you tuck. You want to breathe in as you extend from the center, finding that balance, that working from the center of your body. And let's do one more if you can, and see if you can hold it, either with the foot on the floor or the leg off the floor. 3. Pulling that belly deep in. 2. And then release. Have a drink where you need it. Have your feet hip distance apart on your mat. Take your chin through to your chest and start to roll down from your neck, from your shoulders, from your upper back, from your middle spine, from your lumbar spine, tracking your hands, so nice and slow. And breathe, and once you're down, start to bend the knees. So the hands can either be on the feet, the legs, the floor, whatever feels good. Relax through the shoulders, but strong through your center. You're bending one knee and lifting sit bones on the other side. Bend the right leg. Try to straighten the left and take the left arm up and open up. Keep breathing and switch. Bring those hands back down. And now bend the knees a little more to squat and take the hands to the thighs. Pull the abdominals in and lift the chest. Send the tailbone away. Look up, inhale, exhale, tuck that tailbone under, scoop the belly around the back and tuck the chin. And then go again, bend the knees, lift the chest, send the tailbone away on the in-breath, exhale to tuck, scooping the belly around in the back, finishing with the chin tucking in. In through the nose as we arch. Exhale as you come into that deep cat. And then one more of those. And then roll it all the way up. And now reach your arms up and stretch it up and see if you can come onto your toes. So you're finding balance as well now. Come down through the heels, bring the chin through to the chest and slowly roll it down, scooping the belly and try not to let the hips stick out to the back. As we roll it down and we get as deep as we can, we're going to send the hips back into squat. We're going to reach the arms up and power up through the legs. And then rise back up onto the toes, stretching the fingers. Coming back down through the heels, tuck the chin in. And roll down through your spine, scooping your belly in, relaxing through your neck, not letting your hips stick out. Slowly, 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 once you're down to your maximum stretch, bend the knees, send the hips back, reach the hands up and push through the floor. Once again, rise up onto your toes, taking an in-breath. Come back down through heels, chin through to chest, rolling over that big beach ball. Just letting the arms hang, scooping the belly in, keeping strong in that center. And then bend those knees, send the hips back, sweep the hands and power up through the legs. One more time, reach it up onto toes. Come back down through your heels, pelvic floor, deep abdominals engaged all the way, roll down. Scoop the abdominals deep in. And then this time, you're going to place your hands on the floor as you soften your knees and step one foot back, then the other. Keep the hips high and into a downward dog position where you pedal your heels. If that's feeling too much, come down to your knees, take some breath, rejoin us when you can. We'll do all of it on the hands and knees. So pushing the floor away if we're in down dog. We could also be in child's posture if you prefer. Come to a high heel down dog if you're there. And then heels down. Exhale. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, heels down. Push the floor away. Open up through the shoulders. And again. Send the shoulders away from the ears. Shift your weight to a high plank. Now you can drop knees to the floor or one knee down where you need. Push the floor away. Draw the abdominals in. Shift your weight to a side plank. Dropping a knee where you need. Lifting up and lifting the lower waist up and lifting the hips up. Breathe. Switch sides. And lift the waist, the lower waist, and lift the hips. Pull the abdominals in deep, come back if you can, you go into down dog. If it feels too much, then you're coming to child's posture. And breathe. Come back to that high plank position. Can you hold it, separating the shoulder blades, drop the knees where you need. Breathe, come down to the knees, send the weight back and into child's posture. Breathe. Walk the hands round to your right side as you're in your child's posture. And then walk them round to the left. And feel the stretch down through the right side of your spine. And then release. And then coming up to a high kneeling position. So we're going to do a thigh stretch. So that's going to require you being on your knees for a few repetitions. So make sure that we're comfortable there. We're going to sweep the arms up to the top on the in-breath. And as we bring the hands down, we're going to start to send the weight back, but keep pushing the hips forwards, keeping the thighs on, and then in-breath up. So we want a strong line running down from your ear, from your shoulder, from your hip to your knee, okay? So you're not arching up through your spine. You're taking an in-breath to lift, and you're taking an out-breath. Going back, go as deep into your thigh stretch as you can. Pelvic floor is on, deep abdominals are on. You're long in your neck. Breathe. Deep as you can, till you start to feel that work. Stretch the fingertips away. You're going to do one more of those. And then we're going to come back and we're going to place the hands under the shoulders and the knees under the hips and draw your abdominals deep in. From here, we're going to reach your right leg back and then we're going to sweep it round to the side, lifting the knee up and then bring it back in. And shoot the leg back again. You want to take an in-breath at the center and exhale out and round, just working into the hips here. Try to watch that you're not just leaning over to your left. So you want to maintain that breath. And to keep the body nice and still, you're engaging strongly through the pelvic floor muscles and deep abdominals. We're going to try changing direction. So work with your body. Try and get as much range as you can. Tucking in, sweeping out, reaching back. And breathe. Abs nice and strong. And last one. And then take the knees wider. Stretch it back. So you can either go child's posture here, or if you prefer, downward facing dog, if you want a little bit more work to load the shoulders. And then from here, see if we can come back to a high kneeling position. So once again, something under the knees where you need it. We're going to develop our thigh stretch, starting as we did, reaching up on the in-breath. And then we're going back as deep as we can, everything switched on. And then we're going to take an in-breath and sweep the hand around, getting that rotation, bring it back on the out and lift up on the in. Exhale, we go back. Inhale, we twist. Exhale, we bring back, inhale, lift. If you don't like it if it's too much, adding that rotation, just continue with the first part of the movement, just leaning back. Remember, you're not arching up through the spine, you're keeping your belly drawn in. So the body's going back as one unit. You really got to work those thighs, core, because obviously that's all connected. We're reaching away with one arm maybe. Make sure you're breathing correctly if you can. You breathe out to lower back, in breath to sweep round, exhale to come back forwards and inhale to lift. But if that's all too much, keep breathing. That breath will give us the focus and give us this mindful practice. See if you can do one more. And then come back down to hands under your shoulders, spread the fingers, knees under the hips. Okay, draw the belly in. Now, the left leg's going to reach away and we sweep it out to the side and come back in. So the body's staying nice and still. Breathing in at the center, sweeping the knee up and round, sending the leg back. Try not to lean over onto that right side. Breathing all the way, keeping pelvic floor and deep abs active. See if you can change direction. In breath at the center, sweeping out and round. Nice and slow. And keep this control going and getting the most out of it. Trying to keep the body as still as you can by engaging through deep postural muscles. And that's one. And then stretch it back into your child's posture. So take the hands nice and wide. Okay, spread the fingers. Pull the abdominals deep in. Okay, and then send the weight forwards over the hands. Drop down into press up. Push back. Child's posture. As you come forwards and down, you take an in-breath. And as you come back, exhale. For those of you that want a little bit more loading here, tuck your toes, come back to this iron dog position. Push up into a full press up position. Okay, keep everything switched on, nice and controlled. If we're in that full press up, we're really keeping the thighs on. As we are in that high plank, dropping down to low. Make sure you're breathing. You're taking an in-breath as you lower, an out-breath to push work at your level. But challenge yourself. Your head should be well beyond your hand. Your chest should be lifted and open. Your neck should be long. Hands wide. So we're really working into the chest muscles, backs of the arms, the shoulders, and then release. And then come down. Take some breath. Have a drink if you need it, and then get ready to spend a little bit more time on your knees. Okay, so we're going to send one foot out and that foot in line with the knee. So make sure you're comfortable there, and we drop the hand down and just try not to, if possible, put too much weight on it. So if you can, think about everything strong through your core here, and your fingertips are only lightly down. You're taking your other hand away, so the wingspan is stretching, the neck is long, or we take the hand to the hip. We lift the leg on the out breath. If that feels too much, bend the knee, tap it in to the hand. Okay? If you don't like the hand up, take it to your hip. Keep strong through your center. Maintain that steadiness in the body. Breathe out to lift, and in to come back. Keep stretching the arm away if you like doing that. And then release. Take a little breather. You can come back to sit on your heels, do that. If not, maybe go back to child's posture. Take some deep breaths so that we can recover enough to get the most out of the body to do the other side, yeah? So, nice wide base, knee, foot in line. Reach down, tapping down, reaching up, wingspan long, belly drawn in, lower waist lifted. Lift the leg and lower. Keep the body as still as you can. Pull the abdominals deep in. If you don't like the leg long, then tap the knee. Try to maintain that stillness. The hand can be up, or the hand could be on the hip. Try to keep your neck aligned with your spine, so don't feel like you're straining your neck. Breathe out to kick, and lower down with control. Keeping everything switched on through your torso, and release. So take a breather, have a drink where you need it. Keep breathing. Okay, we're going to switch sides again. Those of you that have done this stuff with me before, these exercises, you know what's coming. So we're on to the arms now. So again, find that position. You're tapping down where we can. Switched on here, pelvic floor, deep abdominal. Arm up. Now we keep the leg down and we just sweep the hands together on the out. And in breath back. Keep the body still. Relax the neck. You breathe out to bring the hands together. You breathe in to sweep them apart. You keep pulling in through your center. So we're purely just moving those arms, keeping the body still. Try and tap down with the hand to the floor. Again, try to relax the neck. So just find a point to focus on. And last one. And take a little breather. Child's posture where you need. Deep and wide breaths. So remember the breath that we're taking here through the practice is a lateral thoracic breath, okay? Deep and wide into the ribs. So we go other side. Yeah. So knee, foot, hand down, reach up. Body drawn deep in, lifting the lower waist. So we should be feeling that work into the side of your abdominal wall, your obliques, internal and external obliques. All important for bending and twisting and stretching and lifting. Pelvic floor deep abs. Sweep up and over, long through your neck. Pelvic floor deep abs. I've just said that, you know it. Remember that breath is a subtle breath. Like when you breathe out, it's like breathing out through a straw. When you breathe in, through the nose. And one more. Once again, a little bit of a break in between. Maybe release the neck. Do what feels right for your body. And then we're going to combine the legs and the arms. Okay, so we find the same position, root lock, not root lock, we're talking yoga here, the pelvic floor deep abs. Hand down, reach up if we can. You don't have to do the arm action if you don't want. So we lift the leg on the out breath, we come back down on the in, and then we bring the hands together on the out and apart on the in. Slow and controlled so you can get that breath going. Don't rush it. Try to keep the body as still as you can when you lift your leg. But remember, we don't have to do a long leg. We can kick the leg. Relax the neck. Use your breath. Try as much range as you can, both phases. Let's try one more. And release. Take some breath again. Release the neck, maybe. Trying to maintain that relaxed neck and shoulders. So we'll go to the other side. Make sure the knee's comfortable. So the hand is only lightly on the floor. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals, lower waist lifted. So we try lifting the leg on the out. And then the arms on the out. Lift on the out, come back on the in. So we try to get this flow of breath and movement, but at the same time we try to be precise in what we're doing. So we've got good quality of movement, and we're constantly working from this center. And release. Grab a drink where you need. Come down. And sit down on the floor. All right. Good job. So we're going to sit tall and maybe take the hands behind the knees lightly. Or if you feel you don't need those, then your hands can be out. Okay. So we're going to do a roll back. So we're going to sit tall first. So that involves lifting the chest, pulling the abdominals in, take an in breath, tuck the chin in, scoop the belly, rounding the back, and roll back just a little bit, or as much as feels good for you. Roll back up. Inhale, chin to chest, scoop the belly, roll down. Keep the knees still. So imagine someone's getting hold of this middle spine and pulling you back. Yeah? Maybe the arms want to be out. Roll it back. Remember, you finish the movement at the top on the in breath. You roll down through that spine. We're going to do one more of those. Keep those knees steady. Be aware of those, just keeping those still. Come back up to the top and straighten your legs out. Reach your arms, push your heels away. Sit tall. Chin to chest, roll down. Take those hands down your legs or your feet and pull. Send the tailbone away. Pull the abdominals deep and take it into the spine stretch. And then release. Bend those knees again. So feet hip distance again. Hands can either once again be behind. So we'll develop our roll back. So we roll it back. And then we add a little draw of the bow. Sweep back up. And then lift to the top. Or we've got the hands behind the knees and maybe release one arm and sweep it round. Okay? So up to you. If those hands are on the knees, you can take one hand back with the elbow or the arm. If you want, just maybe a little bit, adding a little bit of loading. Otherwise, you can go full range And then add this as if you're drawing a bow. You lift, inhale at the top, you roll back on the out breath. All one movement. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals. You're going to feel that work into those hip flexor muscles as well. Trying to maintain that stillness, trying to get as much range as you can. And one more time. And then once again, if you can, straighten the legs, push the heels away, tuck the chin, roll down through your spine. Take into that spine stretch, pulling the abdominals in and breathing. Okay, so from here, you're going to split those legs wide. Yeah? So as wide as you can. Maybe a cushion underneath the sit bones if you prefer. Yeah? That'll help you sit up tall. Okay. So to start with, let's just try a gentle stretch there. So keep the toes working towards you and the heels pushing away and the thighs rolling out and away. And just try walking your hands down. Okay, don't forget about core. Keep reaching the hands forwards. And you're going to be feeling that through the adductors in the thighs. And then if you walk the hands over to one leg and place the hands either side of that leg, you're going to then try and stretch down a little bit deeper and get a bit more hamstring stretch. Keep flex through the foot. And then switch to the other side. Throw the chest down. And breathe. And then come back. And then we're going to either bring the hands behind the head or we'll take the hands in front. And take a little side bend. Try looking up to the opposite elbow. How far can you get that elbow down towards the back of the knee? You're going to breathe out, in at the center. Breathe out to lower. And in at the center. Remember, if you feel like your neck is straining with that, take your hands behind your head. In front of your head even. Use that breath. Try and get as much range as you can. Come back to the center. Can you keep your hands either behind the head or in front and add a twist? And then that same elbow is going inside the knee now. Come up, inhale, twist. And then inside the knee, you come up, inhale, you twist. And then inside, you come up and you twist. And inside. Keeping those legs strong by activating through the knees, pulling the toes towards and the heels away, opening up through the back of the knees. Next time you come to the center, can you reach your arms up? Stretch up, stretch up, stretch up, pull the belly in, reach out as if you're reaching for something or someone. When your hands are out as far as you can, try splitting them out towards your legs or your feet. And then draw your chest down. Breathe. Start making this part of your regular kind of daily routine of stretching. You're going to find that you'll find much more range. You're going to sit taller and have much more range into the back of the body, but remaining keeping the core muscles engaged. Take the feet up and have them a bit wider than hip, and then just drop the knees down, and then add the arms as well as you sweep round. Exhale, inhale back, exhale, sweep, add a little bit of rotation. And then release. Okay. So we're coming back to where we were earlier, okay? And we're going to either have the hands behind the knees or out in front, okay? We're going to roll back, and we're going to roll back all the way down to the floor, and then bring those heels in. So just so we're doing that properly, okay? Tuck the chin in, or place something behind your head, yeah? Place your hands on the floor. Pull the abdominals deep in, nice and wide across the chest. And take an in-breath and arch that spine. In-breath, exhale, and imprint. In-breath, arch. exhale to imprint. In-breath arch, and exhale to imprint. So keep breathing, trying to get that pelvic tilt going on, hips remaining on the floor. Just using those deep postural muscles. In-breath arch, exhale imprint. Next time you come to your imprint, can you then continue to peel those hips up and off the floor? Lift. Inner thigh squeezing. Strong line from knees, hips, shoulder. Now draw the belly in and send the breastbone down and draw that upper back, middle spine, and through to your lumbar, through to your sacrum, and come back down. In-breath arch at the bottom, exhale imprint and peel up. Stand the knees away. Slowly roll it down. So we're doing this pelvic tilt and then into pelvic curl. You're taking an in-breath to prepare, and then you're rolling back down again, trying to keep the knees as still as you can. And let's do one more of those. Lift those hips nice and strong, and then roll it back down. And once you're down, hug your knees to your chest and curl your head up now and tuck in and stretch your left leg long. Single leg stretch. So we're doing a long in breath, sharp out breath. Body still. So if we can, we keep the head curled right up. If we're not liking that through the neck, we could take the head back, or you could just place the hands behind the head. Keep the body as still as you can. Try to get as much range as you can. Try not to rock and roll. Keep breathing, don't hold the breath. And last one, and hug the knees in. Maybe take the head side to side. And then curl your head up again and reach towards your ankles and tuck in tight. So if we can do this, stick with this one. If you're not liking the head neck position, take the hand behind the head. Now reach away if you've got the arms working. Exhale, sweep. And breath away. Exhale, sweep, or hands behind the head. Okay, as the legs lengthen, we're doing an in-breath. Remember, you're working from that center. So if you do it properly, you're really going to be feeling it. Keeping that back, sending it into the floor. Full range, double leg stretch. In breath away, exhale, sweep. And release. Again, maybe release the neck. Side to side. We're going to pull the head up again and take the hands behind the head. So the head's resting into the hands now. We're going to kick both legs up and then we're going to tuck them back. Then breath away. Exhale, tuck. And then from here, just have this position so you got your knees and your hips aligned, and just take your hands to your knees now, okay? And place your head on the floor. And just tap one foot down, bring it back to the hand, tap the other foot down, back to the hand. Pull the belly in, so you don't want to be arching up through your spine. So we can either keep those hands by the knees, or we could take them to the hips. Pull the abdominals deep. Keep that spine steady. Try not to let the ribs flare. Come back, pressing knees, pressing hands. Now, one arm, one leg. Reach, come back. Switch, reach again, not flaring up through the ribs. If that's happening, then forget the arm action. You're going to feel that in those thighs as well. Doing it slow and controlled. Breathe out to reach. Breathe in to come back. Work from your center. And then hug those knees in. Place them on the floor with the feet on the floor and let the knees drop out to the side. And just breathe there. Okay, good. Bring those knees back in. Hug your knees into your chest again. Curl your head up. Stretch your left leg long, as if we're going to do that single leg stretch. But now we're going to stretch the right leg up and we're going to walk the hands up the leg. We're going to pull in, stretch away with the left leg. Keep curled up, switch, hold, pull in with the left, reach away with the right. Take an in-breath change. Hamstring pull now. Long in-breath, sharp out-breath. Keep curled up if you can. Remember to bend the knees where you need, take the hands lower, but where you can, the hands up as high as you can. Keep reaching away with that opposite leg, keep pulling in, bringing the head up to the knee, and then release. Circle your knees out and round. Deep and wide breaths, and changing direction. So this time, take the left leg long on the floor, bring the right knee into the chest. Place the right elbow on the floor and just place the palm onto that side of the right knee. Take your left hand out and reach this right leg up. Okay, pull the belly in and then take the right leg out to the side. Look to your left hand and don't let the left leg follow the right leg. If that's uncomfortable, bend your left leg. Come back to the center. Take the left hand to the outside of the right leg and draw the leg over as you sweep your right hand out to the side and you loop to the right hand. Keep breathing. And then release. The right leg's going to go long. Left knee's coming into chest. Left elbow on the floor. Right, left hand to outside of left thigh. Right hand out to the side, left leg goes up and take the leg off to the left and loop to the right. And breathe. Come back to the center. Take the right hand to the outside of that leg. Draw the leg over. Keep wrapping that right leg into the center as you look to your left now. Keep breathing. And then release. And hug those knees into your chest. Once again, curl your head up, take the hands behind the head, take the legs as straight as you can, and then lower one leg down with the heel, bring back with the toe. Same with the other leg. If you want more work, you take both legs down. So ideally, as we lower the legs, we want to do an in-breath. If it's too much, we bend the knees and toe tap. Keep breathing. And then release. Hug those knees to your chest. Take your hands out to the side and just give it a hip roll. And then switch. Hip roll. Look to the opposite hand. Stay with your breath. And then come back to the center, both feet on the floor. Bring the hands back down. Now take your right foot on top of your left thigh and draw that foot up towards the crease of your left hip. Press against the inside of that right knee. Lift the left leg up, reach through the window of the leg and either under the knee or to the shin and pull up. Heads up or down, whatever's working for your body. Feel that stretch into the glutes, across the hips. Keep breathing. And then we're going to switch. Left leg on top of right. Draw that foot up. Press the inside of the left thigh. Lift the right knee. Maybe a hand behind the knee or shin. Pull up. Stay with your breath. Keep pulling in, feeling that stretch into the hips. And then release and take a roll up and swing round. So come round to hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and stretch your right arm forwards, and then tuck your left arm with the palm up right out to the right side and drop the head down. Keep the hips lifted. Just feel that stretch. Keep reaching away with the front arm, the right arm, and the left arm. Feel that stretch into your middle spine and into your scapula. Switch, left arm forwards, right arm under. Drop the head, lift the hips, and breathe. And then, if it's okay, you're just coming back into a kneeling position. If you're not liking that, high kneeling. If not, you could come to standing, or you could sit. Take the hands behind and interlace your fingers. Take a chest and a shoulder stretch. If you want to add to that, drop the head down. Reach away with the arms. And keep reaching. And keep breathing. And then release. If it's okay to kneel, do that, or high kneeling, or maybe stand up. Tricep stretch now. Take one arm up, take the other hand on the elbow, and pull down. If you feel more flexible, you could take your hand behind and see if you can reach that hand. We're going to switch. Tricep stretch other side. Again, if you want more, you can reach down. The other thing you can do with that one, if you are doing that one as a good practice, is just get like a belt and then reach the hands down. And then release. So we're going to sweep those hands forward, spread the fingers, tuck your toes, lift the hips to down dog. So we're going to pedal heels. And then we're going to keep the left heel down and bend in the right leg. So a little bit more into calf on the left side. Keep strong in your core, switch. Send the right heel back a little bit further, bending the left knee. Now walk the hands to your feet. Tuck your head in, scoot your belly in, track your hands up your legs. Slowly, slowly, slowly restacking your spine. Take a big reach up with one arm. Take an in-breath there. Take a stretch down. Side bend. Should be feeling more range now. Loosened off. Reach up. Inhale, exhale. Down. And then take the hands to the small of your back and squeeze those shoulder blades towards. Turn the head one side. And the other. And then again. And again. Come back to the center. Take one hand to the other ear. Okay. So, and then just gently press the head into the hand and then pull down towards the other shoulder. Just gently. Bring that stretch down through the neck. And then release, try the other side. So the other hand can go behind the head. One hand can go behind the back and the other hand is going to go just over the ear. And then press the head into that hand and gently pull towards that shoulder. Gently. And then release. And then as we did at the beginning, just add a little sweep around. And just gently bring the hands so that they're starting to come around and tap against the body. And then once you're done, take a nice big in-breath and sweep the hands up, inhale. And exhale, come down and in-breath up. And exhale down. And one more in-breath up. And exhale down. And we'll shake it out. Okay. So,